In the olden days, history had it that men go to war and defeat their opponent and come back home. But in today's world, the home is the war front. Men and women in relationship and in marriages deleting each other for one reason or the other. We're going to be looking at it today, and if you're interested in this topic, sit tight. Please help me like this video, share this video with someone or your contact. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell to receive my videos whenever I post them. Let's get into it. The recent event that happened in Niger State, Nigeria, whereby a man strangled his wife until she passed and then drank sniper to delete himself so that he doesn't get to face the wrath of the law. Before, we used to hear some of those stories happening in the US, where a man will one day wake up, get tired of the whole situation and said, I brought my wife to the US, I sent her to school, she went to nursing school, she became a nurse, and then she started earning money, started dictating the rules. She's no longer listening to me, she doesn't obey me anymore. And then the next thing is either she's having an affair or she's dictating the pace, and for that reason, I can't take it anymore. We've had those stories over and over again, but now it's happening in motherland Africa. This is not just happening to Nigeria, it's happening to other African countries as well. 2 years ago, a pastor in the US, he was the head of the church. US here, deleted his wife even after the wife's siblings came into their home and made sure they took their sister out of that home. The man followed the woman to her place of work, met her in the parking lot, and then deleted her in the parking lot. So what are the reasons why men do these things? Why do I love you, sweetheart, honey relationship turn to become a war front, whereby you take a gun over your wife? What are the reasons behind this? So I'll be tabulating the reasons so that we can be able to understand it. And if you also have more points to share with, don't forget to leave your point in the comment section. So my number one reason here why men do that is finance. The moment a woman is the breadwinner, the man sees the wife as a rival. He's no longer looking at the woman as my wife. Rather, he's looking at the wife as now, in competition with him. Now, because you're making more money, and because you're making more money, that's why you dictate how I live in my own home. It becomes a problem. Some men in the US, some African men, that happened to move to the US, relocated to the US, settled in the US, and went back home to Africa to marry their wives, brought their wives to the US, and sent their wives to school. Most of them sent them to do nursing, and they started making money after school. The man started being threatened on the fact that the woman makes more money than him. It becomes a threat to the man. And when a woman is the one footing the bills, I'm the one that pays for the mortgage, I'm the one that foots electricity bill, water bill, I'm the one that takes care of the grocery, and all the insurance are on my name. So you can't tell me how I use my money. It becomes a problem in the home, and whereby the couple in question are unable to resolve those issues. It gets to the point that the man starts feeling frustrated, feeling depressed, and it gets to him that the next thing he might think of is how to take the life of the wife. It has happened over and over again. But right now, it's happening in Nigeria. 2 days ago, a man deleted the wife in Niger State, Nigeria, based on an allegation that the wife was cheating on him. Unverified rumors, allegation that you cannot confirm. Even if you confirm that the woman is cheating on you, you have no right whatsoever to take another life. The options are clear and the options are there. It's either you take a walk or you file for a divorce. It's as simple as ABC. But why do they go to the extreme? The ones that happen in the US, few stories I've read about, they will either go to the home, delete the woman, call 911. The 911 operator will try to be with the person on the phone, and they are recording this event. And to tell the world the reason why he committed the heinous crime he just committed. The moment the 911 are getting, most of them end up deleting themselves too, so that they don't face the law. The one that happened in Niger State that struck me was, you strangled this woman because of what you did not verify. There are windows in marriage whereby if the marriage is not working for you, if your marriage has broken irretrievably, the point is walk into the court and seek for a divorce. And okay, let me get to the second point. The second reason why they delete their wives is based on allegation of cheating. Yeah, the wife I married, I paid the bride price, I married you with my money, and you're now who are servicing other men. Most of those stories are not even verified. Most of those things are allegations, hearsay. And even if they are true, you have no right whatsoever to take another life. You can seek redress in the court of law whereby you feel that the marriage is no longer working the way it should work, and I don't want to continue in this relationship. Another thing is people that cannot control their anger, people that cannot control their emotion. When your emotion is so loaded up that in a marriage you've been bottling up a lot of things, you can't be able to discuss it with your spouse, what is affecting your mental health. You keep bottling it up. The next thing, you're going to explode. And most times, those explosions doesn't result to a positive one. If you are angry towards your partner and you guys end up every day on the same bed, why can't you guys talk about it? You are angry with your wife and you end up going into the same bedroom to sleep in the night. You don't talk to each other. The next day will come, you keep bottling it up. The anger has not been resolved. Now, the fourth reason will be mental health. There is no way a right-thinking man will think that the only option to life is to take another. It has to do with something being wrong upstairs in the brain, in the mind. Whereby the mind is completely screwed up, that's when the only option you can think about will be revenge. If you think you're in a relationship and it's no longer working the way you envisage that the relationship to work, the next thing, you seek for help. You can talk to your spouse and it's not working. You can seek for mediation. You can get help, do interventions, and whereby you do all of those interventions, seek for help and nothing works, the best thing is for you guys to separate. In the course of separation, you might be able to resolve what your problems are. And whereby you can't resolve the problems, you can go your separate ways. You can file for a divorce and get a divorce and start your life all over again. For the fact that you brought that woman to America, you made her life, you sent her to school, she's now a this, that, and she's making money, she doesn't want to take care of you or even listen to your own opinion. That does not mean that your life has ended. It simply means that this is one challenge, one hurdle by the grace of God to get over with. And once you still have your life, the future is bright. I've talked about mental issues, I talked about finance, I talked about cheating allegations, and I talked about emotional outbursts, jealousy. All of these are the reason why spouses delete each other. Then again, it doesn't just happen that it's only men that delete their wives. No, some women do that as well. I remember the case that happened in Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria, where a woman, out of anger and jealousy and outburst of emotion, deleted her husband based on allegation of cheating. Why do you have to take another life when you can create a strand of a human hair? It goes to show that something is fundamentally wrong with the mind. All right, another thing I have to be talking about, way forward to all of these and how we can stop them. Why do I mean way forward and how we can stop them? For the men that will go to Africa to bring their wives to America and then get them into nursing school, as you're bringing your wife to the to the US to live with you and start a family. I believe you must have had one or two things doing. And if you feel that the nursing line, healthcare is more lucrative for you guys, as you're enrolling your wife to school, enroll as well. You people can be classmates, graduate at the same time. Life is sweeter when both parties to a marriage contribute financially. Don't rely on the fact that, okay, I sent her to school, I became a house husband, because it might not work in your favor at the end of it. And for the fact that you don't know what the heart of man is, even the wife you're bringing to the US to live with you, you don't know what she's going to turn out to be tomorrow. The best thing as you're enrolling her in school, advance your own self. When you advance your own self, when you're making more money, she's making more money, you people are generating one pulse, and life is sweeter. Trust me. Life is sweeter, life is better, life is preferable, and the relationship is even sweeter when the two parties to a marriage contribute financially. Another thing I will say here is seeking for help when you need one. If you've been bottling anger up, bottling up your emotion, not expressing it, not discussing it with your spouse when you think the other person offended you, definitely you're going to explode one day. When you think you can't be able to handle your emotion or whatever it is that is happening in your home, that will be the time to seek for help. Go for couple therapy. Talk it over with your wife. Get a professional to help you guys to intervene. Seek for mediation. And if you have done all of this and it's not working, go your separate ways. Each of you can start life afresh. It's only the living that has that opportunity. And for the women, I'm going back to the women. You are in an abusive relationship. You have seen all the red flags. You ignored all the red flags, all in the name that I love my husband. That affection you're giving your husband, is he reciprocating it? And to the man, that affection you're giving the woman, is she reciprocating it? Is she loving you in the same manner you're loving her? We need to ask ourselves this question. We need to. If love is not reciprocated, it's definitely going to burn at some point. The person giving the affection, showing all the affection and all the care, definitely is going to burst one day. Don't let that be your story. No marriage is perfect. And I tell you, marriage is a beautiful thing. If you find the right partner, marriage is indeed a beautiful thing. Marriage is understanding between two adults. And whereby you don't have that understanding, don't stay there because of what the society will say. Don't stay there because of what religion says. No. It is only the living that has opportunity for tomorrow. So don't stay there. I don't want to offend my church. Just like the case of Osinachi that made the news in an abusive marriage. Don't be another Osinachi. Know when to talk to someone. Know when to seek for help. Know when to take a walk. They say marriage is till death do you part. Not until they kill you into it. Not until they delete your life into it. That's when you know death do you part. Stay alive to be able to raise those children you brought to this world. I'll be stopping here. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. And if you have more points on the reasons why people behave like this, leave them for me in the comment section. I'll be so glad reading all of them. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Thank you guys.